Hello boys, my name is Kuryoshi and welcome to my 100% blind playthrough of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's been a while, but we are back. In the last episode, we fully 100%ed that of, Also, that's just a hidden fight. But anyways, we 100%ed the first two worlds of the game. Now we're moving on to the third world. I just recently discovered that you can warp between levels instantly. Don't really know what much to do, so I'm actually going to, apparently I'm supposed to enjoy the view from the top of the rocket, but here's the problem. I don't know exactly how to quote-unquote enjoy the view. So I'm just gonna try and do this as fast as I can. Forgive me, I'm going to not be using any fire power-up because it seems like whenever I use its dash mechanic, I always seem to get hit. So this gives me a slightly more consistency. He still does need to avoid all damage, as you can see, me being an idiot and taking hits. Of course, that will actually happen quite a bit. You know what? Oh, I was about to say. I lost a power-up 2 times. I was about to say I was about to hit up right there, because what kind of idiot loses their power-up twice in a row? Good grief. Alright. Thank God we have one of the best power-ups in the game, and we can't keep it for the love of God, because upon losing it every 15 minutes. I know those blocks for, it's guaranteed only remove my power-up, I know that much, but the area is a bit annoying. I forget, there's probably just a super cutscene that you need to trigger. I don't really know what to do, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do. This is the first time the rocket actually was, Why, you're supposed to flip the camera down? Is that it? Are you supposed to just flip the camera down? And then you'll just randomly get it? So, that is a bit awkward, even for me. I didn't even know you can flip the camera here at all. Also, I need to focus, because due to edge, I will die, so I need to make sure I at least avoid the spikes. Or at least enough to get through. Okay, must be some hidden spot that I don't know about where you're supposed to go and do this whole extra thing. And just because it's the second goal doesn't necessarily mean you could hear either extremely early or something else, as I found out the hard way for other mechanics. At least I'm not getting hit by a bunny every time. Good grief, when I was... Oh, this is the guy... Oh, he definitely attacked me last time. Okay, note to self, do not go anywhere near that, or you'll just power up. There must be some other kind of view that I have to figure out. Okay, I didn't even see that guy coming, so how was I supposed to hide him, if not just at least attack? Of course, as a new player, I don't necessarily know what the... I have to mention that it's my playthrough because I've still not done any research on what you're supposed to actually do to get these things to work. Nice skip for me, by the way. Heck not. We don't actually need to meld all the flowers, make all the flowers bloom, quote unquote. Oh, that's actually kind of tight. Let's quickly destroy this. When I found out you could destroy that, that is kind of a useful strategy. Oh, I see. I think it would make most sense if the only way you could get this achievement is to just wait a little bit when you're at the very top of the stage, which is the last part of the stage altogether. After you get to the top, that's when you are supposed to get to the end. Now they're just gonna drill everyone else out. Yeah, this is supposed to be the literal top of the rocket. Wait a minute, yeah, this is supposed to be the literal top of the rocket. Then how exactly are you supposed to enjoy the view? Do you just... I think you might just have to stand at a precise location that I clearly do not know anything about. So now I actually have to research this. So anyways, I'm gonna be right back when I see something. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm back at the beginning level, is because that thing right there is actually the rocket. Again, the game wasn't really clear as to how high it is. It's certainly not as high as it should be. But anyways, you just hover up to the top, walk into this spot, which isn't even as far as I thought, and you instantly get credit for it, and that fixes the problem. With that in mind, let's just see you at the end of the level. And I'm back at the end of the level. Yes, I changed the fire and started being a little bit smarter with my boost. Made it through mostly no problem. Of course, you don't necessarily always have to use the dash. It's mostly there to get you out of safety, out of big problems. Alright, so what used to be one of the harder stars when we first played, we finally got through it. now we have to reach the first race goal within the next level, and races go within 20 seconds, and unfortunately we don't have a efficient way of figuring that out, except doing nothing but retries, so you get to see me do this all the time through. We beat the 25 pretty easy, but there's a shortcut that probably will allow us to get through in 20 seconds. To find it as fast as possible, ideally. Oh, okay, that was one of them. Yeah, it might just be freaking optimized. Like how I was struggling with it before, and that little corner cut was all that was really needed, and I beat it in 20 seconds first try, no problem. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what to do, and because I'm still blind, I get a bit tricky. I like how, although that guy is covered with spikes, dashing into it does not immediately damage you, but into him afterwards does normally. And despite that, I didn't even lose my power-up at all. Pretty much every other single attack has cost me my power-up almost immediately. Oh, I see. Okay, so after you dash twice, it almost acts as you've measly lost hover height because you've been hovering for a bit too long, and the game does that and just cancels it out. Unfortunately, I don't really know a good way to get around this. So I'm gonna have to figure out... It could be yet another secret setup. I don't know why I ran into that. Nope, we took him out. I think Meta Sight Sword is already upgraded. Alright. I will say, this Kirby game has definitely included some new monsters that have made things a bit interesting. Well, not just very interesting, super interesting. I'm going to just do extreme corner cuts as fast as I possibly can. Because technically, if you cut things even tighter, you can finish it even earlier, which is probably another secret. I can't jump that first part, but I can jump those two. .42 with all those optimizations, and sub 45. That tells me something's gonna happen, right? Oh no, it was just a hidden secret for boosting for this covered circuits. I knew something was different about that. It's just I missed one of them the previous time. I completely ignored them. So if I just boosted through all those, I would have been fine. That's why I always keep this game at tempo, even though I could be cutting to the end, because when I have a mysterious goal like that, I have no idea if it's gonna trigger or not, so I tested something out, and what do you know, we got both Waddle Dees in the same place. That saves a bit of time. And yes, from now on, we're doing everything in linear order. Clear without touching any of the ghost girdles. This probably won't be as easy as some of the other ones, so yeah, you know what? I'm gonna show the full playthrough of this. The ghost girdles are pretty easy. These little enemies here, we can't even take a single hit point of damage from them. I think there's even a collection setup that'll tell me exactly what... I will say it is tricky at first if you don't know what you're doing. That is not a Ghost Squirtle, so that thing can hit me all at once. Not those guys, though. I think if we just go fast enough, we can avoid ever taking them out. Alright. Yeah, we have to go for the full level. Me as well. Show it, because if you... Doesn't even matter if I fall down, I just can't touch any of them. I said that immediately, like, instantly fall down like an idiot. Okay, let's just keep going then. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that's definitely not a regular enemy. Having to avoid all damage for all the ghosts would be kind of annoying. So it's actually really just me clearing without touching these other spiky guys. And the reason why I'm just not saying this to be super dumb at all is that I actually know what it is. Remember the Gordles from the original games and the other stuff? Those are actually the name of the spiky enemies. That means the Ghost Gordles is referencing these enemies right here. So we have to clear through without getting hit by any of them. Now, if you're very good at the game, you will know that you don't even have to do other stuff. You don't even have to illuminate most of the area, unless you're dumb like me and keep on falling off like an idiot. Goodness, I need to stop falling down and actually play the game. Anyways, you notice there, you don't really have to always illuminate all the area. In fact, it's more beneficial to try and run as much in the dark as you can. Only illuminating partially just to make sure you aren't messing up where you're going. Beyond that, once you get to a light spot, all you really have to do is just activate it. If there's no light needed for the rest of it, you can kind of just do Those Ghost Gordles, yeah, those are spike enemies. Okay, you can... Alright. So those aren't even called Ghost Gordles. And the only reason I know that is because this is the real one. Yeah, those are just completely different enemies altogether. The Ghost Gordles they're talking about, they're only hidden in the actual maze rooms, and then they're not that bad. So, yeah, we just have to clear the level without getting hit by any of them, which is actually pretty easier said than done. Oh, okay, these guys just... block my way, so I have to get... Okay, I have no choice but to get something to destroy them, it seems. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to get this. That's the only time we have to collect the hidden thing back behind here, just to get that. It's actually kind of a nasty scene. The game almost never really allows us to progress without getting certain power-ups. While at it, we're just showing all the Gillians that keep on popping out to try to scare us. They're not scared though. You can kind of tell where they pop out because of the it's anyway, so if you just move immediately to where that side is, you'll always get them very quickly. Just look how fast they all died. Or got destroyed in this case. Alright. And there we go. Alright, so there was only one section altogether, and when you do it fast, it's actually pretty easy. So that whole part was just about the second level of the game. But I showed off the full level just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And there you go. That was actually kind of a simple go, and I'm a bit ashamed that I missed that one, of all things. If I had just learned about them a bit sooner, I maybe could have gotten through it. But again, you don't know until it's too late. Oh boy, I remember this one. So many hidden ones that we didn't even find most of them. Elfin's Wanted poster, by the way, is an alternate version of Kirby's Wanted poster. It almost looks the same, but it has our friend Elfin instead. So we need to find that somewhere throughout the level. And because of the bullcrap setup of the level and missing so many early waddles, we're gonna have to probably go for another complete regular playthrough where we slow down intentionally, check every corner, and get every single item again. That's what I've basically been forced to do that. And a lot of this I'll probably do by just spamming the crap out of the hover ability, since it's the only ways to safely check stuff without things. Even then, they changed it a bit to add hover caps and other various stuff on some levels, so you can't just hover cheat through an entire level. I think there were some earlier games where you could hover cheat. Anyways, we don't need to save any duck lanes since we already did that at the beginning. But if they end up following us, okay, it'll be fine, I guess. And yes, that sleep part thing, that requires my health. I almost found all of them by accident anyways, only missing the one in the south corner, because there's not really much I can do there. Speaking of which, I need to check to make sure that I ain't missing something over here. Oh, I'd have to be closer to the wall for that to happen. So, no wanted poster there. Oh, see, now you can even hear that noise of him. Oh, he was actually closer than I thought. I feel like I should have missed this one. Yeah, that's it. I think I was just not paying attention on the day I first did this. Or was smarter, I may have looked around a bit more. And a wanted poster here. The thing is, with the wanted posters, you need to be able to look at the area where it's at. Oh, this is one of those again, right? Yeah, I have to drop my ability and use the Wind Tornado ability in its place. As I have the upgraded version, though, I can do more things with it. It's a nice, convenient way to get certain power-ups. It's actually most helpful for crossing these bad terrain that would otherwise give us a disadvantage, so when combined with the hover mechanic on top of it, you can stay pretty high for quite a bit. I have to go into pretty much every area now, because when you miss regular Waddle Dees, you have no idea what to do. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. He used this to activate it. Alright. Another reason why I'm checking is, this is a very high vertical zones. Oh, with lots of walls that are visible. You know what, because of that awkward starting angle, I feel like I could do even better. Let's... Let me try it, or not. I'll just do some for some reason. There we go. Yeah, it just responds to when you roll it in the area. That means you do have to hit the switch again, but hey, it's fine. Somehow I feel like you have to beat it under 3 seconds anyway. Oh! Okay, just cutting it tighter is all that was needed to beat it under 3 seconds. Okay, did that not activate anything? Okay, then, well, that was sort of a waste of time. If you're wondering how I'm gonna deal with the collections, I'm probably gonna have to deal with most of that off-screen after I other stuff, since most of the collections seem to be just repeats of our characters we've already seen. I'll look up the walls of this too. We actually make this. Yeah, we can. So Trail's best when crossing large gaps, not Flame. Flame is good for crossing shorter distance more quickly. This is good for the lawn boy gaps. That also goes over spikes when you use it. Okay, it has to be a bit later then. Oh, I see it! I just saw it! Oh, that's a nasty good place to put it too, right in front of the our enemies we're trying to avoid too, which aren't even enemies, they're just obstacles. Because of that stupid setup, I have to use air just to get over it, or at the very least hover to it. Oh, how is that safe? Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Now we switch to this. I don't know why, but I get a feeling that there's an achievement for not even taking damage during this special section right here with all the blaster rockets going, or maybe even without touching the ground altogether. I just realized if you use your dashes in the right point, you could both not take damage and do other stuff, and also destroy certain blocks with them, because, well, at some point you get to just use the thing against them to do that. No. Because of that dumb setup, I almost got hit just from that alone. Fixed it and got through still somehow. But yeah, this setup right here where you blast ships at the extra stuff. Can't take out the enemy, though. Now we took him out. Let's go. That was my entire goal with this, is to just take out that enemy altogether with that. There's our refill in case we need it. Oh, there's another one behind that. Yeah, I was about to say, at least I were to assume there was one behind that. Remember, we still have one more Waddle Dee to find normally. This is the last possible time where we can show them off, so let's see if that does anything. Okay, that didn't seem to do anything. What if you tried going behind that? Well, you can't that early. Area doesn't look visible either, you just dodge stuff. Oh, there was one actually closer than I thought. Just hidden in a secret zone that we didn't know about. Yeah, it might have just been completed without certain other stuff, or maybe even without using a certain power-up altogether. Again, we don't know exactly what to do. Oh, okay. Well, that's simple as just replaying it. And I know a good power-up for that. You can instantly tell if you step any mud, too, because you'll instantly see a slow effect. Again, if I just avoided that this entire time, I could have maybe gotten that sooner, but whatever. It's clear without stepping, so we're gonna have to probably just keep this power up active. That, and then probably switch to the user very quickly early on. At least this time the game gives a clear indication of what you're supposed to do and isn't confusing by any means. Because of this underground power-up, you probably don't really need to use those extra strides much at all. Right, the plan is to first hover over this setup. Make sure not to kill this enemy, since we'll probably need it. Not also take damage like an idiot from it as well. I'll just do that. Don't know exactly how to do this efficiently using just this, so we'll just take the most aggressive moves to try and get over all the mud and focus on clearing the level now. Since we don't have to worry about too much, we can just use that. Don't think we even need this power most of the time for this part either. We could, yeah, we could just cheese it with Tornado again. We could just do the same exact thing we did last time. Which is probably why it wasn't an Now we could use Tornado again to skip that section altogether. Damage doesn't seem to matter, so all we really need to do is, yeah, get through the level without getting mud. It's that simple. I'm gonna try to just outpace it with this. Which actually worked. Wow, okay. Well, that was still pretty fast and also easier than I thought. The trail LD is easier to use and actually be faster in the other power depending on where it's used, because the other one's good at the early game when you have it to cover short distance, but it falls off quite early. Tell you what, the Flare Tornado might actually be my new favorite power-up, because when you upgrade it, it covers an extremely long distance, and sure enough, that counted it. Perfect! Now we're on to the last thing, which, if we check, the last setup is just the boss. And we'll of course do these in order. Actually, oh wait. We need to hit her using Ranger, which means we have to do the entire fight without taking damage on Ranger as well. The game gives us free Ranger, so it's not that terrible. So, it's not actually that bad. You just have to actually battle her properly. Oh. As you can see, she could randomly do a super attack or something else altogether. I would at least try to make it for the first stage without taking damage. Now, actually trying to beat her with Space Ranger and this all at once would involve not only beating her in 130, but also... yeah, without using other jumps, and without using a hover ability, which I'm clearly using on purpose, because of course I do other stuff. Also, I like that if you reset, you could just get your heal back before us. And yes, by the way, if you wonder why I don't cut out content, that's because I want to prove that this is a blind playthrough and how hard it actually is to do properly. Because some of these things, they can take hours to actually perfect. Yeah, imagine having to dodge that without dealing with that. Actually, well, let's do a bit of a test. You could seal jump over the map that appears. And probably a block dodge. Actually, let's try that. Oh, somehow that didn't do anything. Oh, or you could do that. You could do that. Okay, well, I think I learned the dash ability. You have to press the button in rapid succession. That time it didn't even work. Potentially take you hard damage. So, I don't think I'll ever really beat her without my good power. That's all I wanted to get, was that. Now we just finished the fight, so we're good, right? Yeah, we're gonna wait for her to come down this time. You have to jump whenever that happens. She can jump down very early in this phase, by the way, as you already saw. Oh, I've never seen this attack before. Okay, it's just a different version of the previous attack before. Alright. We just had to beat her at least once with that method, so I figure let's just get that. And probably safer to just beat that and get hovering out of the way and then do the fast, no damageless run afterwards. Question is, what if our initial power-ups is any good? Fortunately, Hammer's not really any good for no damage. I learned that the hard way. And Ranger isn't actually that good for no damage either. It just takes way too long. So it's better to either use something with a very, very long range, like Sword, or Meta Knight Sword's special ability, or just use Fire and the main dash and hope for the best. But even then, you're still gonna have to dodge a lot of stuff. So now we get to start the fun part. The arts also know as Oh, okay, so that's what I was trying to do. That's called the crouch guard. If you press R and then quickly move to the right, you can avoid every attack. That's what I was trying to use to avoid that previous mentioned attack earlier. As for what I could do with this, there's actually quite a few different options, but I think using a sword is good enough. It has good range. Most of how the fight's gonna work, by the way, is gonna involve potentially using Ever to get over everything she throws. And then just making sure to wait for an attack. I mean, it's not that bad of a boss, I just have to usually wait for her to do something. Then after she stops attacking, she waits for a little bit before attacking again. So we just wait. It's not until her second phase where she actually gets pretty bad. Now I'm showing the intended way to do this because, again, just like all the other fights, you can completely cheese it all together. She has a really good fake out. She just sometimes chooses not to even throw down the swords. Also, that's the first time I've seen him do that 4 times in around this session. Even I am learning new things about this fight, and just like the other fights, he goes back up and then immediately comes back down again. This is just the spam hover and win, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's not an attack. Being that without using other and no damage is actually kind of tricky, and I can see why they put that challenge in there, because a lot of their attacks could just be cheesed by using that. So of course we're going to use that to our advantage, because if we can use Ever to avoid most of the damage, may as well use that, and sure enough, the damage wasn't as bad. It's just annoying when I had to also use Ranger power-up. Now I think of it, it might be better to just shuffle the power-up into a certain area, keep on re-picking it up, and just use normal against him. So you can use the stars and at least get many of the extra stuff done. Anyways, World 3 finally fully cleared. Well, it didn't actually take that long, it was just annoying. Now the beginning of this one. Behind the side alley and 4 snow sculptures. That's 2 hidden spots we haven't seen, so we have to pretty much consider every single individual spot and every nook and cranny again. makes me believe that if I am trying to explore the level properly, then how come I always miss those secrets? That's because I don't know where they all are, and I'm also going too fast for them. I do still like Base Ranger in particular, well, Ranger Power-Up in particular, in the levels, because you could pretty much take out, it has like the best range out of any weapon in the entire game, so you could pretty much cheese for the entire game and not even have to worry about stuff. Except for enemies that get close to you, which you could use other power-ups to deal with. And you use your charge shot, the range on it is just absolutely crazy. It goes so far, it can pretty much one-hit every enemy from range, and you don't even have to worry about them at all. Of course, I was starting to counter that by making... I come a bit closer, but other than that... Oh, here's our side alley. Okay, that wasn't actually that hard to find. I'm gonna go back just to make sure I didn't miss anything, right? Those animal soul sculptures are what really got me last time. And I have no choice but to pretty much explore the entire level to look for them. If you are trying to do normal damage, then for the levels, this is by far probably going to be your favorite power-up. Because you can just destroy every enemy from a distance except bosses, which require a different strategy. Yeah. Nah, I can't. Okay, this is where the cheese adds. I actually have to play the game mostly good. Thankfully, I did. Of course, I already would have mentioned if this is no damage or not, but again, I am trying to make sure not to take damage anyways, since you are required to take no damage as part of certain hidden secrets. Killed that Waddle Dee on its own as a checkpoint. Ah, I see it. Look at that sneaker hiding right over there on the very corner of the map. This is what I mean, these features aren't easy to find. Some of them are hidden in cheeky sets. So I might spend extra time on the level just to make sure I get them all, because it only makes sense to make sure I show every single location of every single sculpture. And so I'll probably end up showing other stuff up in the process. That area of light, by the way, you see right here, looks enticing, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it has anything. There's your proof. If a shot won't do anything to it. Oh, it has a cool Avity effect as well. Do damage to everybody around him. Alright. Well, the sculptures can only be in the middle of random snow, so if we go into all the snow, we should eventually Okay, I am tired of this. Time to get that good power-up. There's fire power-up, also known as best power-up. Or not, I forgot. I need Ranger. I should have kept Ranger, because I forgot I need it for this one annoying secret. Quick shot! Didn't even have to charge up. It probably is better to intentionally not charge up there. Now, this is the world which signaled the end of the main first half of the game, where we got to face King Dedede for the first time, and that was definitely epic battle. I said that a lot. Alright. Let me guess, the last one is close to the end, so I'll try and go towards that. Or, oh yeah, that's right, we have to check the secret areas too. The game can sometimes be really sneaky and hide certain things in secret areas. Okay, well, it can't possibly hide anything in there anyway, because there's hardly any room to do it. I thought it was one of those other rooms. See, when you don't play in a while, you forget the layout of some of the secret rooms, and so again, I'm forced to very much look everywhere. Never mind what I said before about maybe changing power-ups. I guess I'm sticking with this one for a bit. Before I even go in, that shot saw on the right, that's gonna hold a secret, isn't it? Either just a hidden Waddle Dee or something else that I need. I already got all the hidden Waddle Dees, so it's not like it ran away. Oh yeah. Because of this hidden Waddle Dee before, it turned into coins. Who is still throwing snowballs? I'm pretty sure I killed everyone. There might be one enemy on that I don't know about. Not like it matters, it's on the platform, it's not gonna have one of those animal sculptures. My best guess is it's probably now going to just be one more at the end of the level. Or could even be here. This area is massive. It'd be better off hiding it at the end. That's, honestly, for no damage, this is a pretty tricky part. You get not really a good way to get up here, and you have a big shot, even if I were to use it. Doesn't even allow you to kill either of those enemies, so you pretty much just have to time this perfectly, otherwise you'll get hit, and no falling over will even change that. You can occasionally destroy some of the civils. Wait, not like that. Yes. So, unless you are trying to play fast, you have to wait for a break. You have two guys to deal with, of course, on top of all that, too, so you have to deal with both of them. He does not turn... He did not know to turn around, now... Sally does. Oh, this one's even sneakier. It starts with nothing at first. And that makes you early extra seem, well, there's gonna be nothing here. I should have looked for Snowman. Nope. No Snowman there. Oh, I see it. Okay. Well, we don't need to do anything else because we found it. It wasn't at the end. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I like how they do the Asian, just to let you know that you've destroyed them. Ah, darn hover cap again. doesn't really matter. We have a set where you could get up here. Okay, I don't know if that was even overcapped or not. I just straight up went down there way too early. My apologies if I haven't been using the bomb power, but it is one of the quote-unquote worser power-ups. Doesn't have the best range, and even with its area explosion, it doesn't do enough damage to be worthwhile. I'd rather use the Space Ranger power because it has way more range. It can't usually hit multiple enemies as easily, but at the very least, it can most of the regular stuff hurtly. Okay, we got a new one. Okay, so yeah. The game tells you when you've gotten new ones. Alright. Yeah, we're trying to catch up by saving all the Waddle Dees that we didn't save before. Most of them are actually in DDD, funnily enough. So we'll probably have to do a no damage of that first, and then do the other thing later. Until then, I have to go. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.